and another Sunday means another Walking Dead episode is out. So, another review is about to happen, and this is on episode 3 of season 11 of The Walking Dead, called Hunted. And just before we start, I'm going to mention the cinematography of this episode, because guess what? It was amazing! I don't know why, I just really noticed it this episode, and it was really good. I love the new cameras that they have. The best thing about COVID is that The Walking Dead had to change its cameras, and now they've gone digital. All the episodes look like kind of like movies. They have that like clarity. They look like movies, and it's just gorgeous. This episode looks gorgeous. This is the kind of the first episode set in daytime this season, because the other two were in nighttime, and it looks so good in the day. Okay, like when you watch this, you'll be like, "Damn, this is a pretty episode." And yes, it is a pretty episode. So let's jump right into talking about the episode. The episode starts where it ends off, funnily enough. Like, this episode picks up where episode 2 ends. However, one gripe I have is it misses the entire battle, okay? Like, episode 2 ends with this, oh, we're gonna have the first fight between the Reapers and the heroes. Nah, episode 3 goes, screw the battle, we're just gonna have right at the end of the battle. And that annoyed me because I was excited for a fight. We get a massacre instead, though. And I think that's quite cool. It shows how powerful the Reapers are, and how our heroes have no chance to fight them if literally they just get massacred right at the start of this episode. And this big massacre is the catalyst for the episode, and everyone just kind of runs off in their own directions and does their own things. Spoiler alert, Daryl is sidelined for the 3rd episode in the row. Even though he's the main protagonist, he is sidelined. He's not even in this episode except for the start. He is that... I'm still annoyed the main character is being sidelined this much this season. It's like they don't know what to do with Daryl. And they're like, okay, what should we do with our main protagonist? I don't know. Have him just disappear for the entire episode. And there you go. There's no Daryl, okay? So the protagonists of this episode are still Maggie and Negan. They are literally carrying this season so far, okay? They're the only two characters I care about, because they're the only two characters that shows us, okay? There are other characters in it, but they're useless and annoying, so I don't care about them. So, on the subject of talking about Maggie and Negan, I love how they've always, like, they're always together, so you always get this conflict between them, and it makes amazing TV, just them always being together, and that is story A, okay? Funnily enough, they're story A. Wow, wouldn't expect that. Yes, so Maggie and Negan, and Alden and a few of Maggie's friends, are trying to get to the tower, okay? Everyone else is gone, Daryl's pissed off, okay? Gabriel's gone off to do his own thing. He's doing a plot C, doing something. And we learn a bit about the Reapers with him. Like, Gabriel was literally there to just give us a little, like, insight on the Reapers, okay? And, wow, they're a bit like Gabriel, huh? They're a religious cult. Wow, we went from a psychopathic cult to a religious cult. Wow. Improvement on the Whisperers, I see. But going back to plot A is just trying to get to the lighthouse or wherever they're going to. I think it's like a radio tower. They're just trying to get there, and someone's injured, and they're just kind of being slowed down, and stuff are just getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and it's just more headbutting of Maggie and Negan. And that's the good part of the episode. That's the amazing part of the episode. That's the most of the episode. It's about half the episode, but it's the great part. Okay, and if it didn't have the other half, this would be a banger episode. But what's this? Plot B exists. Who's in plot B? Oh, all the characters you do not care about. We, 3 episodes in, finally see Carol, Kelly, Magna, and Rosita. You know the 4 characters that you don't care about left back at Alexandria? Yes, they have plot B, and what's their mission? They're gonna try and become cowboys and wrangle some horses. That's the entirety of plot B, and wow. Also, gonna mention it. Why when the camera, like, whenever the cinematography is, like, on Negan or something, or, like, anyone, plot A or plot C, it has a certain colour gradient, okay? It looks nice. I don't know why. Even in plot B, when they're not in Alexandria, it looks fine, but why did they choose the blue colour gradient to be in Alexandria? It looks nasty, okay? It looks like you got a blue tinge across your screen. It reminded me a little of Fear. I'm being serious. That's not a good thing you should be reminding me of. But going back to plot B, yes, they are just trying to get horses. That is it. And it's got all the characters you do not care about. Wow. And that's half the episode. Them trying to get horses. Not fun at all. I do want to quickly just mention, what exactly happened to Oceanside? Because I don't remember what happened in Season 10. And what happened to Luke? He kind of just disappeared. I was expecting to maybe see him this episode in Alexandria, but it's like he never existed. Like, did he like quit The Walking Dead or something like between seasons? Because he's just not anywhere, which is a bit weird. But moving on from the absence of Luke, what a shame. I don't care that he's gone. It'd be cool if he died though. We have great pace in this episode. This episode moves fast. It moves along. We get a lot of pacing, and you want a bonus to a good pacing. Maggie's not annoying. Wow, you can actually watch this episode and Maggie be bearable, okay? Like, there's quite a lot where Maggie's alone at the start of the episode, and she's not annoying. Even with a conflict with Negan, she's not annoying, because I feel like they kind of chilled out a bit. They got the 2 really bad episodes where Maggie is just, like, full-on annoying. And this one, I think she's, like, warmed up to Negan slightly. Even though she still hates him, she's slightly warmed up, so she's not full-on annoying. So, if you hate Maggie because she's annoying, like I do, you might like this episode, because Maggie is not annoying. She's just being Maggie that's just still stale, but she's not annoying, which is great. That's absolutely great. Now it's time for me to do the 1-word/1 sentence overall review. And the word that comes to my mind as soon as I finish this is like, yeah, it's a good episode, okay? It would be a great episode about Plot B. I thought Plot B was kind of useless. Plot B could have been more like a Plot C, because you didn't need that much screen time to go capture horses, okay? It could have been smaller, and they could have extended Plot B's like screen time. That's what I felt would have made the episode better. But it's a good episode with a lot of issues, some issues, mostly Plot B's issues. There's no characters I like there. But moving on, what do you think about this episode? Have you seen it yet? Are you excited? Like, please tell me. I would like to know, and I'll talk to you guys later.